Doing this will make your engine run better. Is your car running as smoothly as it should? Many drivers unknowingly make small mistakes that can lead to sluggish performance and costly repairs over time. But what if you could boost your engine's performance with just a few simple adjustments? The engine is the heart of your car, so it's important to keep it in great shape for the best speed, gas mileage, and longevity. There are a number of tried and true ways to make sure your engine runs better, no matter how old your car is. This complete video will show you the most important things you can do to keep your engine in good shape and avoid damage that isn't necessary. Change the oil often. Change the oil in your engine often. It's one of the easiest and most important things you can do to keep it going well. Engine oil keeps moving parts smooth, cuts down on friction, and helps keep the engine's temperature stable. Oil gets dirty over time and stops working as well. When the maker says to change the oil, which is usually every 3,000 to 5,000 miles for regular oil and up to 10,000 miles for synthetic oil, do it. Using new oil in your engine keeps it well oiled, which lowers wear and improves performance. Use fuel of good quality. The type of fuel you use has a big effect on how well your engine works. Higher quality fuel usually has detergents in it that help clean the fuel injectors and combustion tanks in your engine. Many automakers say that higher performance engines should use premium fuel because it cuts down on knocking and makes burning more efficient. Using premium gasoline with extra detergents can help keep carbon deposits from building up and make your engine run better, even if your car doesn't need it. Make sure your air filter is clean. A clean air filter makes sure that the right amount of air and fuel are burned, which lets your engine breathe better. Over time, dust, dirt, and other particles can get stuck in air filters. This stops air from flowing through the engine, which makes it run poorly and use more gas. Check your air filter often, every 6 months or as your car's maker suggests, and change it if it gets dirty. A new air filter not only speeds things up, but it also makes the engine work less hard. Check the spark plugs often. Spark plugs are very important for lighting the mixing of air and fuel in your engine cylinders. Spark plugs that are worn out or dirty can lead to misfires, rough running, less power, and worse gas mileage. Check your spark plugs every 30,000 miles, or as directed by the maintenance plan for your car. Make sure the tire pressure is right. It may not seem like tire pressure has anything to do with engine performance, but tires that aren't filled enough make the engine work harder because they have to deal with more rolling resistance. This extra stress can make the engine use more gas and move more slowly. Once a month, check your tire pressure and fill them up to the amounts recommended by the manufacturer. When your tires are properly filled, they put less stress on your engine and make the car run better overall. Do regular maintenance on your car. For an engine to work well, it needs to be serviced regularly. Some of the things that fall under this category are changing the transmission oil, checking the belts and hoses, and flushing the radiator coolant. Your car's engine is supported by every device that works with it. Accessories like the generator or water pump can break because of worn belts, and the engine can get too hot because of old coolant. Put fuel additives in it. Fuel additives can help clean the fuel system in your engine, get rid of carbon buildup, and make the burning process more efficient. Over time, deposits can build up in engines, which lowers their efficiency and raises their emissions. If your mechanic or the car's maker tells you to use a good fuel additive every so often, it can help restore lost power and make the engine more responsive. Don't take short trips. When you take your car on short trips, the engine may not have enough time to hit its ideal operating temperature. This can cause condensation to build up in the oil, which can then turn into sludge. This sludge can block important routes and make it harder for the engine to cool down and keep itself smooth. Whenever you can, make longer trips out of shorter ones so that your engine can hit and stay at the right temperature. Keep an eye on how hot the engine is. One of the fastest ways to damage an engine is to let it get too hot. These days, cars have temperature gauges or warning lights that show when the engine is getting too hot. If you see that the engine temperature is going up, stop right away and turn off the engine. Let the engine cool down before you check the amounts of the coolant and radiator. Check your coolant system often for leaks or lines that are worn out, and make sure the radiator is clean. Keep an eye on and change the fluids. Along with engine oil, your car needs a number of other fluids to run smoothly. Some of these are brake fluid, power steering fluid, transmission fluid, and differential fluid. Each fluid has a specific job to do and needs to be kept clean and at the right amount. Check the fluid levels often and replace the fluids at the times recommended by the maker. Make sure your cooling system is in good shape. The cooling system is very important for keeping the engine from getting too hot. Mineral layers can build up in the radiator over time, making it less effective. Follow the manufacturer's instructions to flush your cooling system and fill it up with new water. Look for wear on the radiator cap and make sure all the lines are tight and don't have any cracks or leaks. Pay attention to warning lights. Modern cars have built-in monitoring systems that turn on warning lights when problems might be happening. Ignoring these lights could cause bigger problems that cost a lot to fix. If your check engine light or any other warning light comes on, you should take your car to a mechanic right away to get it checked out. If you take care of small problems right away, they won't get worse and turn into big engine problems. Don't drive aggressively. Your engine is put under extra stress when you speed up, slow down, and accelerate quickly a lot of the time. Drive more aggressively, and your engine parts may wear out faster and use more gas. Smoothly speed up and slow down, and don't rev your engine when you don't have to. Check for leaks in the vacuum. Vacuum leaks can make the engine idle rough, lose power, and use a lot of gas. Leaks like these happen when air gets into the engine without going through the throttle body. This throws off the amount of air to fuel. Check the vacuum lines in your car for cracks, broken connections, and other signs of wear. Getting rid of any leaks and replacing any broken lines will help the engine work better and use less gas. Taking care of your engine doesn't need to be hard. By following these important care tips, you can make your engine run better, use less gas, and last longer. To keep your engine working better for years to come, you should have it inspected regularly, keep the fluids in good shape, and fix problems as soon as they happen. If you found these tips helpful and want more easy ways to keep your car running at its best, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more must-know car maintenance advice.